The most annoying rattle on the car seemed to come from the upper part of the dashboard on the passenger side, near the window and just to the right of the infotainment screen. I was able to recreate the rattle by lightly bumping my fist on the top part of the dashboard. Open the glove compartment, take your junk out, and then remove the cover for the cabin air filter. Removal of the cover is done by working the 4 tabs toward the rear of the car. It is not the easiest thing to do, but persistence will pay off. Look at the reflection in the mirror. On the right side there's a piece of black plastic frame that goes up and curves to the left. At the top of the reflection you can see a piece of yellow foam that I stuffed in there to stop the rattle. The top of the mirror reflection is toward the interior of the car. The black plastic frame is the source of the rattle. To confirm the frame was the source of the rattle, I tapped on the top of the dashboard with my fist and pressed my finger on and off against the black plastic frame. I pressed toward the front of the car. It was not easy to get my hand in the space. I scraped my hand pretty good. The passenger outboard vent is another item that rattles. In this particular case, I cut up small pieces of foam and cut up a thin silicone mat. I stuffed the pieces on the top and bottom of the vent, and on the right side. I also put some small pieces of foam between the dash and the cover for the upper passenger airbag. It still rattles until the interior warms up, but it is much improved over what it was originally. Here is another interior rattle. This rattle comes from the passenger area, specifically the joint between the console and the lower part of the passenger dash, just to the left of the glove compartment. To fix this rattle I wedged foam between the console and lower part of the dashboard as shown here. Here is a driver's side rattle. When I'm driving the rattle comes from between the top of the instrument cluster, and the padded cover on top of the instrument cluster. As you can see, I fixed the rattle by inserting foam at the upper 2 corners. This rattle comes from the infotainment system display, as it rattles around a bit. As shown here, a piece of soft foam was wedged in between the rear of the infotainment system display and the dashboard. I need a better color of foam,